So I was doing laundry the other day. Imagine that.
Oh, go.
Can you believe I still have to do laundry?
That's terrible. You don't have magic
I shouldn't.
fairies that do it?
I know. Crazy, right? Anyway, so I'm doing laundry and it's time to wash everyone's masks. Like it's kind of like the underwear for the the weekly underwear.
Yes.
You got your Monday
Don't get them
underwear,
mixed up in the
your
same thing.
Tuesday underwear, your Wednesday, and finally it's time to wash all the masks, right? And so what I was, and you know what? It's going to be a great day when we don't have to talk about masks anymore. I'm just saying. But
I'm really tired, but
it is what it is.
I'm here for my community.
So, yeah, we're talking masks. So I go to wash all the masks, right?
You have time for laundry?
I know. Seriously, Renee. And I've got masks coming out the wazoo. They are all over the place.
All the ones that you made?
Yes.
I know I'm funny.
Yes.
Yeah.
I made some of them, just not all of them.
Yeah.
So I've paid people to make.
Somebody got their Christmas club box.
Yay. Okay. So
That's what the quilt.
the masks. So we've got masks all over, and I'm going through the laundry, and I'm finding all over, and I've got like, you know, the
Strings,
ties
yeah.
all over the place, and they're getting wrapped up in other things.
Oh, I hate that.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know
Because
what?
then it makes the other things not dry, too.
You need a lingerie bag. You're exactly right, Anne Marie. You need a lingerie bag. So
that is such sexy lingerie.
Ooh, well, let's make our masks sexy, right?
Yeah.
And so we need a lingerie bag. So I thought, you know what? Came to my mind, okay, there's a solution to this, right?
There's always
and
a solution
always
with
a solution. And there's always a solution with Kris.
One way or another. I got them too, but they're not the same.
Everything is figure outable, right? So that's weird.
What's that noise?
Sound? I don't know.
Did
what
I
that
hit
sound
something?
Is. Oh, yes, you were hitting the keyboard.
Let me try not to.
So, anyway,
iron them. Oh, iron.
Oh yeah, Carol says then you have to iron the silly masks. Well, so anyway,
I like the
let's
casual
show them
look.
what I did. So remember, if you go back to May, yes, we were doing 3 things at 3 in May. I showed you a tutorial on how to make like a beach bag mesh. And I thought, you know what? If I could do the same thing, same idea, same principle, but smaller, wouldn't this be great?
That's a great idea.
Our masks. And then you throw
all in
all
one
the
family.
Masks in there.
Oh, and then your stuff isn't getting tangled around the jeans and they never dry.
Exactly. So that's what I'm going to show you today. That's going to be our tutorials. We're going to take some mesh fabric. We're going to make a second casing.
And that one will be mine?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I will give you this one.
Nice.
For being my co-host today. Wait, I'm your co-host.
Yeah, what's up with that?
So what are you making me?
I'll think of something.
Okay. So there we go. That's going to work.
Kids going to swim class, yes.
Kids. I love mesh bags for lots of things. So so this is a size I thought would be perfect for throwing in a bunch of masks, putting them in the laundry, and making sure they get washed and they're not tangled with everything else. Okay, so some of you, this is going to be a review from when I did this back in May, but I've got new measurements for you, and then we'll talk about the deal of the day.
All right.
Okay? All right, guys, so are we ready? Let's go ahead and come over to the cutting table, shall we, Kyle? Okay.
Don't trip.
Let's head over this way. And I'll tell you what your measurements are, and guess what?
Oh, no, I'm not letting you measure me. Oh, no.
We're not going there. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let's see. A review is always good. Oh, oh, good. Good. Yeah, there we go. Okay, by the way, look who's there.
Oh,
Let me just pull this down. Look at this picture.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Yeah.
Look at that. That's Miss Kyle.
And Jessica.
We're practically like family. Okay.
We are family.
Okay. All right. So what you're going to do, and I have a printable for
See
you.
that?
Because I knew
she knows.
You would want this. Okay.
I always need instructions.
All right. So what you're gonna get, Kyle, will you grab one of those mesh packets? So we have these awesome mesh packets. This is from by Annie. I bet a lot of you already have some of this, and so if you still have a little bit left, then you could use this for that. Okay.
Yep.
It comes in all different colors, and this is pretty awesome. It is an 18 by 54 inch piece. We are going to cut it. Exactly. We're going to cut it 12 by 18. So you can actually make quite a few bags out of this. Okay. So you're going to have a 12 by 18 inch piece of mesh. This is not your mask. It will do you no good. All right. And then you need a 9-inch by 18-inch piece of fabric.
Look at my lovely cutting.
Yes. Kyle cut this for me. So thank you, Kyle. And then you need a 22-inch piece of ribbon. And I'm going to show you another little trick. Could you grab that? Yeah, there we go.
Did I tie it in a knot?
Did you tie it in a knot?
I did, but a loose one.
We're going to show this one a little bit later. Okay, so what you're going to do, this is based off of the, here, they can't
I know.
see you, cute
it's
Kyle.
good.
There
it's
you
good.
go. This is based off of doing like a burrito pillowcase. If you've ever done a burrito pillowcase, that will work. Okay,
Burrito?
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah. Are you getting hungry?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so let me show you how it's done. Let's pull this back.
Okay.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you put your 9 by 18-inch piece of fabric down with the right side facing up.
Okay.
Okay, and then you're going to take your mesh.
Trying to read them?
Did you tie it in a bow? Oh, yeah. We'll show you that in a minute. You're going to take your mesh and you're going to put it right side down. Now, I say right side down. Obviously, mesh has no right or wrong side. So you're just going to put it down on top. And your edges are lined up here. Now, this mesh is bigger than the fabric underneath it. So what you're going to do is you're going to roll this up. This is why we get the name burrito. Okay, you're going to roll it up. This is the same way you would do pillowcases, guys. It's all the same, but it's just different measurements. And then we're going to take the fabric that we see. Once we see it, we're going to bring it over top.
That's
like that.
Brilliant.
And then we just place some pins in it. So let's grab some pins here, and we're just going to pin it in a few places. All right. Just lining up those raw edges.
You're so good about pinning.
You know, I'm not always, and these guys know that I'm not always a pinner.
Good.
But this mesh stuff gets kind of out of control, if you will. So we want to tame it, all right, by keeping some pins. Okay, so now I'm going to take it to the sewing machine, and I'm going to sew a 1/4 inch. Okay,
1/4 inch.
So let's come over here. Yeah. Okay. And I think we can do it right here. Oh, but I do need a chair.
You need a chair?
Yeah, I don't know how that happened to be. Well, if my machine was up high,
yeah,
I would definitely do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, put my foot down. I'm also going to change my stitch length to be shorter. I want you to remember that because when sewing with mesh, you've got to make it shorter.
Because it has holes?
Because it has holes, exactly. So if you, like normally if it's a 2.0, you're going to take it down to like a 1.6, okay? All right, so.
Oh, she drives like Barb.
Why is that? I'm your kind of sewer?
Yeah.
Why?
You're awesome.
Oh, okay. All right, so it's just like that. It took a little bit longer because my stitch length was shorter. So, all right, so now what you're going to do is just simply pull this out. So you're pulling this out of the tube.
It's mind-blowing how this works.
It's magical.
Magical unicorns.
Magical unicorns. All right, there you have it. Now take a look at this. This is so great because your fabric is fully, like, you don't see any raw edges. It's beautiful. Beautiful.
That is cool.
And you could take the time to iron this if you wanted to. I'm not going to take the time right now, but let's see. Let me see if I can pull it this way. Okay, do you see that? That's what it looks like.
Nice.
All right. Jeanette says, but she's taking her pins out. That's right, because Barb doesn't take her pins out, and I always get after her for that. Okay, so this is the mesh. Now all you do is you fold it in half.
If you wanted to top stitch, you would have top stitched.
Right? I actually am going to top stitch in a minute, but I'm going to do it after because I'm going to show you how to do the drawstring. Oh. So normally you wouldn't do that for a pillowcase, right? We're not putting that in there. But you're going to stitch all the way down along one edge and across the bottom. That's it.
Do you back stitch?
Yes, I would back stitch, and definitely don't forget to shorten your stitch length, okay? All right. Oh, one more thing. I want to leave a small opening for the drawstring, okay? So I'm actually going to stitch down approximately 1/4 to 1/2 inch. It doesn't matter where you put the drawstring, so just wherever you feel comfortable, do a stitch. You're going to leave about a 1/2 inch opening, and then you continue down, okay? So we got to leave that opening for the drawstring.
It all depends how thick your drawstring is?
Yeah, it would depend on how thick and where exactly you wanted it to go and so forth. So I'm just going to make sure to do a back stitch. I'm going to cut my threads. Let's see, pull this over right there, and then I'm going to skip about a 1/2 inch or so. You know, please don't take out a tape measure, but make sure that your needle doesn't come unthreaded.
That's why we have automatic threaders.
Yeah, exactly. Darn it. Okay, no big deal. I just rethreaded it lickety split. Okay, so here we go.
Left a
I left about a 1/2 inch opening. I'm going to do a little back stitch, and now I'm going to continue all the way down.
And you matched your fabric on the bottom or the top, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter. Now I'm using white thread right now. If I were doing this, like I really wanted to be particular about it, I would use black. But I'm not really particular about it.
You're still on that narrower stitch.
I'm still on like a 1/4 inch stitch. Yeah. Oh yes, not as long. Okay.
And you're back stitching there.
And I'm going to back stitch here. All right, there we go. So that is as easy as it gets. What do you think, Kyle?
Yeah,
pretty
that's
simple.
Amazing.
Now you can see the white thread, right? That's why if I were doing it for like someone, or if I really cared, it's a mask pouch. I don't care.
It's going in the laundry.
Exactly. But if I did, I would use black thread, and then it would just, you know, go right in with there.
Yeah, I didn't even see it on your other one.
Kathy asked, do we have the mesh? Yes, we do. Okay, so then I just turn it right side out, and I have got a completed bag. Woohoo!
Wow, that was easy.
Really easy, right? Now let's talk about the drawstring, okay?
Okay.
We could do a few different things here. We could use ribbon if we wanted to. We could use cording. We could use twill tape, whatever, right? Carrie asked, could you use a serger? Absolutely. Yep, you sure could.
Barb would say absolutely.
Guess,
also.
Oh yeah. Guess what I'm going to use?
What?
I'm going to use I'm going to use an old t-shirt.
Get out.
Yeah, I'm going to use an old t-shirt. Some of you probably have seen this before, especially when people were making masks and elastic was really hard to find. People were doing this. So I grabbed an old t-shirt of mine. And have you seen this where you cut about a 1 inch width, and when you pull it, it becomes almost like a drawstring cord.
That's what.
So it's very similar. This is one of my masks.
Yep.
And it's the
same thing.
And it's knit. so it's very soft. Okay, so I'm going to give you the honors
Oh,
of
yippee!
pulling it. Pull it like you mean it.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Isn't that
That
cool?
easy?
It's that easy. You don't have any raw
I'm
edges.
a professional. Don't try this at home. Oh, wait.
That's right.
Try it.
Try it. But look at that, you guys.
Trying to get that.
Now,
Nice.
let's see. That is
And how
now
long is that?
curled.
Does it matter how long?
This one's about 22 inches.
Okay.
Okay, 24 inches. It doesn't matter. But that's all it is. It's just, and it just curls right up. Beja says t-shirt yarn. Yep, it's like t-shirt yarn. When you pull on that knit, it's
Those
going to
old
curl up.
nasty
and there
t-shirts
you
that your
go.
husband has that he won't get rid of.
Use those. Hey, if you're looking for great ties for masks,
That's a great idea.
These make great ties because they're soft.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's all it is. It's a t-shirt, and then you could put it in one of our awesome drawstring threaders, right? And we won't take the time to have it go through, but let me grab this here. You're going to put it through the little loop here. I need to cut a nice clean edge.
Okay.
You're going to put it through the loop, and then you can put it through your drawstring cording. So
Nice.
there we go. Okay,
Wow.
so it just goes on one end. You take this end, you put it through the little
hole that you
opening,
left.
the casing that you had left earlier, and it just goes right through, lickety split.
Okay, so you're putting that in next.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. What? Easy. Easy peasy. And now, oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you about the casing. Oops. Oops. I forgot to tell you about the casing. What you're going to do, and it's really simple. You're going to, and these are on the directions. You're going to sew a 1/4 inch top stitch along the top, leave about a 1/2 inch in between, and sew another stitch, so it's about 3/4 of the inch. That way, it's just
It stays in place.
Okay, so don't forget that it's on the directions. But
No
again,
wandering.
a top stitch, leave yourself about 1/2 to 1 inch. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. And then you pull it, and then when you've done it, now you have this, and you pull it like that.
Pretty slick. Can you just tie the knot in the end? With
Yeah,
the two?
you just tie the two in a knot. Okay, and just throw that
That
baby
was
in the washing
easy.
machine. So
Easy.
easy, right?